I'm Eric Nelson for CCX News out here at picturesque Bass Lake in Plymouth, where they have an enemy called curlyleaf pondweed. And Diane Spector from the Wink Associates and the Shingle Creek Watershed joins us now. Tell us why curlyleaf pondweed is something you want to get rid of.
Well, Eric, curlyleaf is a very invasive species of aquatic vegetation in lakes. It has a curious growth habit in that it grows under the ice during the wintertime. It's one of the first species that emerges in the springtime, and it outcompetes the native vegetation and then dies off in the middle of summer and releases phosphorus into the lakes and makes a contribution towards the algae blooms in the late summertime.
Treatment began in 2019. There will be more here in 2020. What do you expect this treatment to do?
Well, we're hoping to knock back the growth of the curlyleaf and the expansion of it. The Watershed Commission did an alum treatment last year. We'll be doing another alum treatment this year. As a result of the alum treatment, the water becomes very clear, and that encourages the growth of vegetation. We really want the native vegetation to grow and not the curlyleaf. So if we can knock this back really early in the spring, that gives that native vegetation a chance to grow.
And if you don't attack this curlyleaf, what eventually happens to this lake and others?
If we don't attack this curlyleaf, it will eventually take over because it's very, very aggressive. And then it will become a hazard to navigation and to the enjoyment of the lake, and it will also contribute to the water quality issues on Bass Lake.
People using boats or canoes or kayaks, can they do anything to make sure we don't spread curlyleaf?
Curlyleaf reproduces in a couple of different ways. So one of the things that happens is that if you mechanically remove it, or if you just grab it and try to remove it from the lake, you can break it apart, and it can grow from those very tiny pieces of vegetation. So if you try to mechanically remove it and then go somewhere else in the lake and accidentally deposit some of those fragments, you'll actually spread it. So really don't try to remove it mechanically. Just try to work with it until the chemicals can take their effect.
Thanks so much, Diane. Got to keep these lakes clean. I'm Eric Nelson for CCX News, reporting at Bass Lake in Plymouth.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.